Anyway, you're gonna say something?
Tootsie-roll.
Today. Go ahead.
I have a question. Do you guys find one female stressful?
You mean to be with long term?
Like with one female, whether it's where or being in a relationship in.
It can be for sure. Yeah.
One female stressful.
Can be.
But you guys would rather with eight and not find it stressful.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. When you're a guy and you got your together, I don't argue with women. See, that's the thing. Like, excuse me, shut up. And then if she doesn't, she just leaves. I'm like, get out. Yeah. See, I don't this whole thing of like arguing with women and arguing with you assumes that we're equal, right? Outside of this podcast, I would never argue with any of you guys, right? Like you making your nonsensical arguments, you trying to say something. For a living? You what, etc. What?
You argue with women for a living?
Yeah, it's a part of what I do. Yeah, make you guys look crazy. But the point I'm trying to make is like outside of this podcast, I don't argue with women because I don't look at you guys as equals at all because you guys don't think the same. I'm giving you guys biological differences between us, and then you're trying to sit here and argue things that don't make sense. She's like 15 minutes behind. She made an argument for the Vanessa Bryant thing when I talked about the candy store. Like, this is what I'm trying to say, right? Like, we're not the same. So I don't argue with women. If I'm sitting here arguing with a girl, I already lost. Yeah. Because that means if she's arguing with me, she thinks that she's equal to me. And I haven't asserted my dominance enough over her to let her know that she's inferior.
I'm sorry, I don't know if this question is personal, but are you single?
Oh, there you go. It always happens, right?
Yeah. Right on time.
Right on time. Hey. Right on time, man.
Single clock. I actually thought she was kind of late.
Yeah,
you're right. I thought, normally I expected sooner.
Okay, let me. I'll answer your question. I'll answer your question. But like, why'd you ask that?
I can imagine a woman that would put up with that.
I just wanted to ask you. So, if you had one female,
someone said I can't see a woman that would put up with that.
Yeah.
You said that.
Yeah.
Okay. Who else agrees with her?
I couldn't be with a man that
the way that he's been talking to us since we walked in this room
is kind of wild.
Exactly.
Yeah, thank you.
Wild.
Well, here's the thing. Girls
don't.
There's no. It doesn't really get to that point because they don't argue with me.
Yeah.
Because you're too intense.
Do you believe
you need to be a little more like
you need to be more
loving.
understanding,
more understanding, more loving. You're like
girls.
Do you like?
I can't have a man that acts like a bitch.
Wait, girls. But he's telling you the truth straight up. Like he doesn't lie to you or something like that.
There's a famous saying: you can either respect women, or I lost my train.
Understand.
You can either understand women or respect them, but you can't do both at the same time. Thank you, Mo.
I have a question.
And who said that?
Yeah, it's a saying that's been going around for a while.
So this guy doesn't have like the knowledge to understand and respect women at the same time. I think
well,
that's kind of lame.
Well, if you understand them, you can't respect them as equals.
You can understand the woman and respect her at the same time.
Respect them as equals are two different things.
You don't have to respect them as equals.
That's my point.
You can respect them to like their extent because women and men are not the same.
Yeah, respect them like children.
No, we're not children though.
They behave like children.
This is
really?
Yeah.
Wait, you say women behave like children?
Yeah, I literally look at you guys as children.
I mean, yeah.
So
Why
are you children?
No.
Yo, let's not bring it there on the stream, but like.
No, I mean as in that's not funny.
Yeah, it's not funny.
Yeah.
Don't say that again.
It kind of is because you're saying that women are children. Like if we don't have a train of thought, like if we don't have.
No, because you guys don't have the same ability to rationale, deductive problem solving, taking accountability for your actions. You guys lack these skill sets a lot of the time.
So how do we raise your children? How do we raise your children if we don't know how to solve problems?
You were raised by women.
Yeah, you were raised by a woman. How do you think you're sitting here today?
No, you guys lack accountability. And a matter of fact, if we want to talk about women raising kids, that's how you end up with up kids. Single mothers are absolutely the biggest denominator when it comes to up kids. Single mothers.
Were you raised with both your parents?
Both my parents. That's why I got my head on straight.
Kids. That's because 80% of the fathers have left. So like that has nothing to do with us.
The men?
The women.
Okay.
Okay, and who the hell?
You're lacking accountability right now.
Yeah,
thank you.
There you go.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say. The women pick the men, and then they lack the accountability. And then, like I said before, single mothers.
Okay, we picked the men because we thought they were something they didn't end up to be. Like,
and divorce rates, the women leave.
And you agree with that because you say that men only want to be with women to. So it's not our. See
how you're skirting accountability right now? This proves my point. This is what I'm trying to say. You guys are literally like children. You guys don't have accountability, which is fine. Society doesn't hold women accountable. But they just don't.
You know what I find funny though? He's telling you how men think, so you can avoid the situation of being caught up or trapped. And you're like, no, it must be this way. You're wrong. I'm just like, he's telling you what it is from the guy's mindset. So if you understand that, guess what you can do? Move smart. So you don't fall into that trap.
I 100% agree with that. But then for him to sit here and degrade us as we're trying to have a sit here and conversation.
How did I degrade you?
He's saying in general.
How did I degrade you? Tell me specifically how I degraded you.
You kicked a woman out of here a few minutes ago for
Because she was
just talking
interrupting and
over
being
you.
rude. Yeah.
Exactly. That's degrading.
No,
We're
how's
having a
that
conversation.
degrading?
Because we're having a
degrading?
conversation.
Hold on.
No me así tampoco,
funny?
you know? Like, it's
No
just...
ponerte tan intenso.
When
like-
you
Yeah,
hold on.
yeah.
When you guys talk, right? What do? We shut up. When he
mean?
talks, what do you guys do? All chime in. Me.
No, we're all having conversation. It wasn't like that at
But
all.
respectfully,
She
before the
didn't
show,
ever tell
we
him
made
to
a
shut
statement
up.
saying, "Listen,
She didn't ever
one
tell him
mic
to
at a
shut up.
time, huh?"
She didn't ever tell him to shut up. She didn't ever...
She didn't have to.
Yeah, she didn't have to. She was like, no.
See,
no.
you tell her 3 times, shut up.
No.
What is that? Disrespectful.
So then if she would have told him to shut up, that would have been...
No, but
Whose studio was this though?
he didn't interrupt
No.
her.
I'm not talking on that. Obviously,
no,
this
well,
is
okay,
her
okay,
show.
The question goes on that.
But do you get what I'm saying? When you talk, we shut up.
It's
When
our
we
studio.
talk, you say no.
Not every...
If you don't like it, just
No,
don't walk out.
I'm not talking about men. I'm just talking about like
Her,
me
yeah.
and him. Like how he's coming to all of us. It's just we're human. We have feelings. We're
He's
not
being
just
passionate.
women.
I don't.
He's not. He's being the
Fresh, yeah.
opposite of
so
passionate.
what is it then? What's he being right now?
He's being
He's being
blunt.
aggressive. He's
good.
being too.
How has he been aggressive?
Do you men believe that respect is earned or respect is given and earned?
You want the truth?
The two both can't exist.
All you guys give
It
is the
depends on
fucking
the person.
truth. So it's.
I mean,
depends.
because as of right now, he just clearly wants respect. Not once did she disrespect him, and you told her
Really?
to shut up. You could have easily
Really?
said be quiet
What-
or anything, but
what-
why?
How many
You
times
could
did
have
she
been like, let me
interrupt me?
finish talking.
How many times did she interrupt me?
You interrupt us all the time.
No. When I was talking in this situation with this girl that you're talking about, I was making a statement. How many times did she interrupt me?
But
I
if
don't
you
know, it's
want to
just we're all
How many
respect,
times did she interrupt me?
We're all having conversations, so it's like I
You
didn't.
can't have a conversation when two people are talking at the same time. A conversation requires you to actually listen, understand, and respond accordingly, not necessarily just talk.
Well, we're all giving our opinions, and we're all sitting here.
But I was making a statement on something, and then she interrupted me. 3 times, actually, I counted it. That's why I told her
Yeah.
to shut up.
Answer the question.
I was counting it
You
as
two
that was
were
happening.
straight talking to her though. You guys
No,
were
I wasn't talking to
about
her. She was making
talking
ad
to
libs, and I was
her.
talking about something else that had nothing to do with her, but she had to go ahead and keep chiming in with her opinions.
Because you kept pissing her off, saying that that's why you saw
Is
your
it my
pussy,
fault
and
that she
this is
can't
why.
control her emotions? Because I wasn't talking about her. I told her she was when she kept interrupting me.
And then when she
I
said
was talking about
something
something
back,
else
you
when it
couldn't
comes to
control your emotions.
Look, I
so
was
then you
talking
said,
about
"Get the
something
fuck
that
out."
had nothing to do with her. I was talking about infidelity in men and women. That's what we're talking about. And that she kept going ahead and chiming in her ad libs, and I told her, "Be quiet, I'm talking." And I warned her like 2 or 3
didn't say
times,
be
and she kept
quiet.
going. And ladies, here's the other thing.
Shut up. That's what you said.
Yeah, because after she wouldn't be quiet after I told her multiple times. And here's another thing
you
too.
need to say be
I'm not,
quiet.
look, I don't need to explain myself on my goddamn podcast. All right, it's my show. If I'm running the show and I'm saying something and she's rudely interrupting me multiple times when we didn't do the same shit to her when she was speaking, then I'm gonna tell her to shut the up, and I can do that if I need to, because we're running a show here. This isn't like equal thing where it's like, oh yeah, your opinion matters too, or blah blah blah. When I'm saying something, all right, like it's not, this is the other thing too that women don't understand. There's meritocracy. No one's here for her. They're here for us. So we're running the show. It's called Fresh and Fit, not random, suck Pajit dick day.
So why did you
All right?
ask us to come? Like why? Because we all give our opinions. That's what I'm saying. Like
Hold on.
It's just,
Can you imagine, right? If I came to your show and whenever you spoke, I just said,
no, I
"Yeah."
100%
And
agree
gave
that
ad-libs.
it's your show. It is your show.
So why are you arguing with me about it?
So then why even bring that up?
No, I didn't bring that up. He
You just
said
did.
that
You
it's
just
his
did.
show.
You just brought up this chick complaining like you're rude and use her as an example to
that's what
substantiate
I
your
was talking
stupid ass
about.
argument.
That's what I was talking
I
about.
told her that she was being rude by interrupting me because it's my and I'm talking, and then she did it multiple times. I said, "Be quiet," and she said, "No." You didn't catch that part when she said no a couple times?
Yep,
No, you didn't.
I did.
Yeah, because she was trying to have a conversation when she
No,
was
she
Bitch,
wasn't.
it's my show.
wait,
What the f- are you talking about? Yo, let me be explicitly clear about this. All right? If it's my show and I'm talking, and then someone's interrupting, and I warn them 2 or 3 times to tell them, "Yo, be quiet," and they don't do it, and then on top of that, they say, "No." The f- do you think is gonna happen? There's ramifications for you acting a certain way. We got 10, 20,000 people watching her acting like crazy.
I feel like
It's not her show, bro. That's the
I feel
problem.
Like
I feel like instead of I think like. That's the f***ing problem. I
would've
feel like
gone a lot
instead of I think
easier.
like. See, you're doing it right now. I'm saying something, and then you want to go ahead and chime in and give your opinion.
Wait.
That's the issue.
And you teach kids too? So if I was a kid talking to you, "Oh, no, sorry, teacher."
In your classroom, saying no when you tell them, "Hey, be quiet." No. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
okay,
Come on.
but
You're gonna make an example of that kid, right? You're gonna put him on timeout. You're gonna kick him out
I
the
wouldn't tell
classroom.
them to shut the up though. I'd be
No,
like,
but
"Can
you're gonna enforce boundaries,
she
right?
She felt like
I don't
you
give a
were-
f- what she feels like. We're talking about something. We're having a grown adult conversation. She feels the need to go ahead and interject and give her opinions after I warned her to stop. If you're in a f- classroom, and I know if you're in a classroom and the kid disrespects you, you have to assert a dominance over that kid and tell him, "Hey, be quiet." And if they don't, you kick them out, right? Well, I'm not in a f- classroom, and you guys are an adult, so I'm gonna say shut the up because we're not in a classroom. All right. Now, if you don't like that, you're free to get up and leave.
You're
No,
adults.
you're not being held here against your will. But I'll be damned if some to suck some random Indian dick is gonna come on my and tell me what the to do. Incredible. And look, I see some of y'all uncomfortable. Cool. You don't like it? Get the up and leave right now. Who has an issue with the way I'm talking?
You can.
Who has an issue with the way I'm running my show? If you got a problem, get up and leave right now. Cause I really don't.
There you go.
Get the out of here.
And I even came here just to see Smiley.
Get out of here.
What? Y'all
Okay.
friends, by the way. So.
Get the out of here.
Oh, there we go.
The out of here. These think it's their shit, man. Get the out of here.
A Forecastle?
Shut the
Forecastle.
muffin top. Fat talking, stomach hanging out over your pants, man. Talking out of here,
And your
man.
man cheeks, by the way.
Stupid ass, man.
Just don't know.
And crazy.
Oh, but yo, Bills, you know the worst part? I guess you got no ass.
How you felt with no ass, man?
Talking all that shit.
Man.
No ass.
Substitute teacher, man. Substitute life, man. God damn.
But does that make sense,
Disrespectful
though?
ass, man.
If
I
you're
mean,
talk-
it's your podcast.
I'm not
I
gonna
understand.
lie.
No, but I'm like trying to like bite my tongue
No,
because
no.
like I know
Be
where
real.
you're coming from. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I get it. She was interrupting,
Yeah.
and he did say,
Hey,
like,
you can shut the up in the elevator, man. Nobody gives a what you gotta say, y'all, man. You need to hit the gym. Your stomach is hanging out over your pants, you fat bitch.
Oh, God.
All right, what are you saying? You were saying something?
This is bruh.
Yo,
Did
Myron,
that just
that was so funny.
Yo, are they
bro.
actually
I'm
leaving?
speechless.
We have a song called
just follow
Flat,
shit out of
Flat,
nowhere. Oh,
Flat,
you
House
you
Her.
ain't see him do that.
So listen, sorry, continue.
That's the first time.
Wow.
That's the first time you
Okay.
seen it? I know,
so yeah, like he was saying, she was talking over him, and I get it. He was saying, "Hey, like I'm talking, like you know," and when she said no,
Yeah.
she kept saying no, which is true. I mean, I do want to take her side, but I can't because she was interrupting, and I mean, I don't like that he said, you know, shut the up, but I mean it. Like he said, it's his podcast. It's his podcast.
I just think you guys understand where we're coming from.
You can't disrespect someone and then get angry at how they respond to you. Like, you're on someone, you're a guest, and then you say no 3 times. Yeah, I'm going to tell you shut the up. See, and that's the problem. Women aren't used to being held accountable for their poor decisions. You come on a big ass podcast, embarrass yourself. You've been on it multiple times too, and you think you're going to act like this. Like, no, shut the like, that's how this goes. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not going to sit here and let some girl that sucks dick try to talk to me. It's like, bro, what the like, no. Like, you're here as a guest. Don't act crazy.
And again, if this is your show, we do the same. Just be quiet. If you say,
I would never go on someone's podcast and they're talking and me just give random ad libs. No. But this just goes to show like the blatant disrespect, disregard that females have for men in general. That's what I'm trying to explain. I say all the time, most women don't respect most men.
yeah, she doesn't like men.
She doesn't respect. Yeah, she don't.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Not even Pajit. He's paying. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. And then paying,
Man,
bro.
bro, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's paying, bro.
That
And
nigga's
then-
paying full price for something that's not worth a penny.
And then this girl's over
Chris,
here trying to like
camera
defend her. It's like, bro, what the you like?
But listen, I'm glad that you understand.
I do.
Respectfully, you know, you're still surviving here, so good job. Okay. We got some chats here as well. Yeah, we didn't even do the video.
Yeah, I don't got patience for these no more, man. Like I just don't. So, I can't tolerate disrespect for, especially from or stupid bimbos. Like, it's whatever, man. Like I
No, I get it.